Hello and welcome to another update video about Natgas. So we had end of the week a little bit of a spike here. A bit early today, so market hasn't opened yet. We'll see how the new week opens. But nevertheless, want to give you an update here about the latest price action. Still just want to explain the latest wave counts, and they are all still possible, unfortunately. So even though we broke above the recent high, it hasn't really changed a lot. Nevertheless, with that last high that happened end of the week, probabilities have increased, in my opinion, for the scenario that we either get a higher wave 4, or that the overall low of this Natgas bear market was already in here. So that's anyway, taking the bigger picture into account. We talked about that. The low of the wave 2, the overall wave 2, which started after Natgas peaked in June 22. So basically a year ago. This wave 2 could be over already, or we get one more low. We're very close to the end of this correction anyway. Talked about that before. In terms of the bullish scenario from here, we either get a higher wave 4, or we get already the larger breakout. That's the story which is not written at this stage. But we talk about the likely wave counts now in this video. So first of all, because we broke above that 269 level, which was a bit of a signal level for us, let's first talk about still the bearish options. Are they still possible? Are they still likely? Which would mean that we directly head down here and make new lows. So first of all, they are still possible. The bearish wave count still suggests that a wave 4 peaked here at around, on the 3rd of March, at around at around $3, And the move down would have been a wave 1. The pullback would be a wave 2. This is still possible. This count will only be invalidated if this wave 2 goes above the beginning of the wave 1 from an Elliott wave point of view. However, because we broke above this last swing high, I think this count might get a bit less probable. Nevertheless, we haven't even broken above any fib level that would shift probabilities significantly. So here, in this pullback in a wave 2, this is again the bearish count, which would lead to one more low. We have the 279 level, the 78.6 retracement. A move above that level would make this yellow wave count rather unlikely. So that will be the signal level for this wave count, which will make it even less likely. I think it already reduced in likelihood with the latest push, but a move above 279, which is here, the 78.6 retracement would make this count rather unlikely, because even though it wouldn't be invalidated, but a wave 2 doesn't normally break beyond the 78.6 retracement. It is a deeper retracement than it would be ideal. So at the moment, I leave the yellow wave count here on the chart, but just be aware that above 279, this will get much less likely, just because you typically don't get a wave 2 that goes beyond the 78.6 retracement. So that's the level where we need to say, if broken, okay, it is going to get less likely. We still have the possibility for an Elliott wave triangle, highlighted here in the white wave count, basically as an A wave to the upside, a B wave down, a C wave to the upside, a D wave down, and an E wave to the upside. I'll take the trend lines out now because they are not really relevant for an Elliott wave triangle. But the point is, it would need to make lower highs and higher lows. Okay, this is also still a possibility and will also only really get invalidated above $3. So there are still bearish, short-term bearish options on the chart. Cannot get rid of them. We can't. Okay, so we will, though, above $3 and above 270. What was it? 279. At least the wave 2 count here, with a third wave to the downside, will get far less likely. So they are both still possible from that point of view. Nothing changed, even though the break above 269 forces additional considerations of a more bullish wave count. So what's a more bullish wave count? First of all, this will get more likely and confirmed above the 3rd of March high. First idea would be that we get a high wave 4 here, yeah. That we only had an A wave to the upside, a B wave to the downside, and this is a C wave to the upside, which would form 5 waves to the upside. So how would the more bullish count look like? Well, first of all, we would say we had a 1-2 setup here. So we have a wave 1 as a leading diagonal and a wave 2 to the downside. 1, 2. This would be a 3rd wave running. Then we should get a 4th wave and a 5th wave in a C wave. Yeah? Let me first of all take out the yellow wave count here and this triangle count. 5 waves up in a C wave, yeah, and then within this, obviously, we've got A wave, B wave, a C wave, and in this C wave we have again this 1, 2, but then within the 3rd wave, also here, how would that look? Again, another 1, a 2. 3rd wave would be in the making at the moment. Then there should be a 4th wave and a 5th wave. This is not yet, or it might just be working on completing a 5th wave here in the 3rd wave. But be aware, this doesn't really work out in terms of its proportions. It's a bit messy. Nevertheless, it now pushed above the yellow wave 1. So yeah, this could now push higher. This wave count, though, is only valid, and that's sort of a make or break point here, as long as this yellow wave 2 low is holding. $2.14. So this is a level I mentioned before. This is a bit of a make or break point down here. If price comes back below that level, this wave count is invalidated. Yeah, and this is also where the risk is sitting. Yeah, so if I move this dotted line to here, this is basically the make or break point. You have a 1, 2, 1, 2. So this tells you where your risk is sitting. It tells you where the invalidation point is, which is always the value of the analysis. Yeah? So it's not about really telling you exactly which count is going to work out, because it's impossible to say. What we can do is talking about the relevant pivot points where invalidations occur, which is typically where reward is high and risk is low. This is certainly a wave count that is now gaining in probability. I still don't like it, okay? And obviously in this short-term bullish count, the expectation would be to at some point peak here in a wave 4 and make another low in wave 5. But we need to see. I mean, above $3, this will gain definitely much more in probability, and any bearish count, any direct bearish count is going to be invalidated above $3, because then we're breaking above this 3rd of March high. And then we can think about, okay, is this only the wave 4 to the upside, or is this the wave 2 low? Then at that point, is this already a 3rd wave breakout? So in this, when we get above $3, then we really only talk about a short-term and a long-term bullish scenario. At the moment, it's still quite messy because we have just too many options, okay? And that's just what the wave counts reveal at the moment. There are just too many options, which makes it very difficult because the market is still in a range, broadly speaking, yeah? Which is also why the analysis for the last few months has been pretty, well, it's been focused on sideways movement. We have some scenarios to the upside, some to the downside, still not fully decided yet. But have a look at how long this has been going on for. I mean, since February, really. So really boring price action, and maybe the market is finally taking a move and we get some clarity here. The analysis tells you at which level we get some more clarity, which is definitely the $3 level. Already above 279, probabilities increase here for the more bullish scenarios. And however, I cannot rule out a sell-off, but the sell-off now needs to break below 214. Yeah, the bearish scenario needs to break below 214 to put more emphasis on it, because this is the make or break point of the bullish scenario, basically the pivot point here at $2.14. Below that level, any direct bullish scenario will be invalidated. Yeah, that's my update about Natgas. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.